game here. I don't know what for. No, it's actually going to be Chill Out with the losing team play of the game here.
I've got you in my sights.
Yeah, this one makes sense.
Yeah, takes out
Drops
that
it.
Genji. Yeah, turns into the rest of the team. Oh, didn't quite manage to get that Mercy right away, but that means there's a lot of targets left for him to shoot.
And play of the match gonna be Chromatic dropping one of his weep sticks here.
Oh,
This was
gonna be a dash in. Yeah.
Into the black hole.
Yeah, he
No,
gets
let's
one
just go
kill
back.
in order to get his ult charge. Gets 1, 2. Does get hammered down, but he already got the 3. I'm amazed.
Versus those picks. And play of the match here gonna be the most important of those picks that happen. Emic on the Torbjorn.
Yeah,
Show
just
you
they
molten core.
they claimed this room as their own, and they gave no quarter, no inch. Let no one take
I
it.
appreciate that half of that play of the game was just Emic kneeling behind a Reinhardt shield and letting the turret do its thing.
He knocked off. Yeah, we're gonna see. It's either that first Dragon Blade or the second one with the Zarya ult. Yep. So we're gonna see him. We're gonna see a real nice Zarya ult over here, and in comes the Dragon Blade, and he's just gonna slice everyone away.
Disgusting.
Yep.
And Blab, here comes the pre-hammer down setup.
Yep. Here we go. All of a sudden, hammer down comes in, Diva ult comes off, boom. And unfortunately, your play of the game gets fucked right here. What do we expect? And here comes Trees, a beautiful, beautiful 3-man kill on the wheel. Oh, right past the Reinhardt shield and immediately pops it.
That blew off his dick. I'm convinced that blew off his dick.
Well, imagine as I'm pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to hear, no, I can't help but to hear an exchanging of words. I love you too. What a beautiful wedding, what a beautiful wedding, says a bridesmaid to a yes, but what a shame the poor groom's bride is.
TK Thrifty trying to drop the rocket barrage.
I chime in with the haven't you people
He gets
ever
fucked up by the moving platform, moving him out of where he wanted to be.
It's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of voice and rationality. I chime in. Haven't you people ever heard of closing the dance?
Cool! Looking cool, Joker!
These kinds of things with a sense of, well, in fact, well, I'll look at it this way. I mean, technically, our marriage is saved. Well, this calls for a toast, so pour the champagne. Oh, well, in fact, well, I'll look at it this way. I mean, technically, our marriage is saved. Well, this calls for a toast, so pour the champagne, pour the champagne.
Oh,
Mallard
Mallard
in the well.
finds himself down the well.
I chime in with the haven't you people ever heard of?
Dis.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the pre-game show of the Betty Overwatch League. I am UTech, and with me is the super sexy voiced albino Joe. How's it going, Joey?
Oh, it's going good.
And as we just saw, some of the plays of the game, but more importantly, are the fails of the week. And let me just say, Thrifty, if you're there, that Eva barrage, I don't know what to say.
I don't know. That platform definitely fucked him over. You can't
Nope.
account for moving platforms. That's really hard.
I think the platform was the secret seventh player.
7th player, Volskaya. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Hacks confirmed, man. It was an inside job. Russia did it.
7-Eleven was a part-time job. Anyway, the other plays of the game, though, everyone, they all looked pretty clean. I mean, especially Timix Torb and between the two Genjis.
You know,
I don't know.
Can't go wrong with Genji play of the game, especially since both Genji players, Chromatic and Wooey, are fantastic at what they do.
Yeah, they're definitely some of the top players in the league. You know, Wooey showing up as a rookie, and Chromatic, everyone knows and fears his DPS, especially his Genji. So, yeah, congrats to all the people that got plays of the game this week.
All right, and going into the current standings, so, granted, 2 teams so far have had buys, soon to be 3. Current standings are, we have Wang Zhang on top with 4 wins, 2 losses.
The crowd goes wild.
Oh man, those guys are awesome. I don't know about you, but those guys seem pretty cool.
No one has complained about that team. They're the best.
Of course. After that, we got very aggressive Genji. They're 3 for 3, so right in the middle there, right in the middle. Not too bad. After that, we got Lenny Face, which is 2 and 4, so a little under the curve, but they still have a lot to show for. Could get up some wins this week. And then the 2 bye teams, which are See You in the Finals, which is 2 and 1, and Winstoni Bologna, which is 1 and 2. I don't know about them, but
yeah, I don't know. I mean, Winstoni Bologna has a pretty good roster with 30 leading that pack, Jim Bone closely behind as their 2 key players, but they have a couple of rookies under them. I know Evilite's trying to play. He's trying to get better really quick. I know that he's been putting a lot of time into the game. Not too sure about the other ones.
And if we look at some of the team, what's going on? So if we look into Winstoni Bologna, let's see. I'm trying to look at the team lineup as fast as I can. So we got.
Yep. Go ahead.
All right, they got 30 Jimbone, Evolite, Wily Coyote, Tree Meister, Dub Drum, and Scatch. Not a bad lineup, but if you look at just the general average, I mean, 30 definitely is the one spiking factor on top there.
Yeah, and he's also really good. I mean, speaking personally, having played with him, and UTech, you can attest to this as well. He's also really good at coordinating teams and rallying players and staying positive. He doesn't really tilt too hard, and Jim is kind of in that same vein. So they're 2 very good leaders for a team, but that record is, granted they've only played 1 game, that record's not necessarily reflecting that kind of an idea.
I know in the past, Jim Bone has been heavily emphasizing tank play. I think probably their key to victory is either defending 30 as much as they can. I mean, even if they ran with the triple tank comp, I wonder if that could be their salvation.
I don't know. One way to find out. I mean, this is their 2nd game coming in, so we'll find out tonight.
I mean, they will be going up against very aggressive Genji, so especially since that's going to be Chromatic's team. That's we can go into their team next. The second team that has the Masters player, the above diamond, double digits. You're a lot of burden on you. But he plays a lot of Genji, so is he going to be able to dive in and kill 30 every time? Is that going to be a thing?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's definitely a feud or a love thing, or I don't know what's going on between.
Nope. I was wrong. Very aggressive Genji has a bye week. I was looking at week 8. Winstoni Bologna is actually going into seeing the finals. But let's still talk about very aggressive Genji. They have a bye week, but they are using that. They are using Chromatic very heavily.
Yeah, they are, and the team, very aggressive Genji is very very aggressive on that Genji, that chromatic plays, but very close to in skill level that Josh Danko pickup that Arkadievich got. Those two are along the same vein as 30 and Jimbone when it comes to leading the team, leading the pack, and the other five of them or other four that they're playing with are they're showing up. I mean, they're at least getting an even record.
Exactly. So going down the line, we have let's see. Well, let's talk about C in the finals, which is who Winstoni Bologna are actually going up against. If you look at them, they got Wooey, Zedicus, AGS Zero, Dano, Blabur, Valkyr, and Galnir. What are your thoughts on that, Joey?
This is like the team boosted friendship of the league. This is team boosted friendship of the league. I mean, Zed, AJS, Dano, Blab, Valkyr, Galnir, they all know each other. They've all hung out in real life to some extent. The rookie Wii U is the only one left out, but he's, I've talked to him a little bit. He's pretty chill, but
No, he's a really cool guy. I've played quite a few games with him. He's 10 out of 10 would play again.
Oh yeah, but this is, if there was a team boosted friendship going on, this is that team. And with such a cocky name as C in the finals, well, I don't know. We'll
User
see if we
joined
see
your
him in the
channel.
finals.
Looks like we got a friend.
Hello.
Hey, Failed Destiny. Welcome to the pre-game show, as we see. So continuing on, with going down the line of teams, who else have we not? We have not. We got Lenny Face over here. So with that, we got Cruise Master, Ball of Sexy, Tree, Half and Half, Rogue Mallard or Rouge Mallard. It's a more fun way of saying things. Failed Destiny, and the Miracle Man himself. We all know who that is. Manlord the Miracle Changer. Taylor Zelly. So dreamy.
Yeah, I don't know. This team, I mean, it's pretty well rounded. They have some good talent on their team. But as for I don't know, Ball Sexy is picking up good hooks. Tree is the demolitions expert on that team with the Farah and Junkrat play. But the rest of them, yeah, Rogue Mallard and Half picking up that support role. They've been looking impressed. I think Half has had some good Mercy plays. Yeah, pretty solid team. Granted they're losing. They have a losing record with the team that doesn't have a bye. But I don't know. This is still early in the season. We have 10 weeks, and this is week 3. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I mean, I think there is like a big theme with a lot of the teams where they have a lot of talent on the very, very top, and then there's definitely a cutoff point after a little while. So, going on to the next team, which I know we're both a part of, where we got Wang Jang Tower, where we got Chill Out, Albino Joe, UTech, Sword and Mace, T-Mick, TK Thrifty, and Shooter Die.
Wang Jang clan ain't none to fuck with.
ain't no lie.
Yeah.
You ain't lying. Now I don't know if we can sound conceited in saying this, but I think it's case closed. Best team ever. No one can say anything bad about them. Moving on, we'll never talk about Lijiang Tower ever again. It's dead. We've already nuked it. No one's ever going there ever again.
GG, guys.
GG. All right. So with that, going on with some of the teams. So with there's some taunting going on with some of the teams going on with Swift. Did you hear about this? Going on? He sent it through to Snapchat to quite a few people.
Yeah. There's some shit talking in the league already. Actually, I've received something. I don't know how many other people received this, but Swift is dropping diss tracks in Snapchat.
Yeah, and I have to say he's killing it. He's getting some mad vibes all over his way. I wish I had something more constructive to say, but I am too goddamn white to be able to say anything good.
Well, you know, it's funny because Jim Bone is dropping a couple of his own diss tracks too. Unfortunately, I don't have my phone on me, but I've received word that he's spitting some fire about other teams too.
I can't wait to see. Now, I don't know how many of you guys are on the Snapchats, but if you keep an eye out for Swift and Jim, because they're getting a little cocky and starting to talk some shit. So give it on right on back to them.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But moving forward, I want to talk about some of the rookies that we see this season. I mean, we've already talked a little bit about Wee and how he's getting some plays at the game. You know, I think I think he only got Genji this past week. But I mean, he's very consistent, showing up as Genji most of the time, and I think he's gonna be a big pickup in future seasons if he chooses to come back.
Oh yeah. Especially like I think out of all the rookies, he's definitely known to be the most skilled out of them, except for maybe Chill Out, but especially with that Genji pickup, I mean, you can't go too wrong with a solid Genji player because it really discombobulates people who aren't apt to take him out.
I mean, Genji is just an individual in the game is hard to deal with, and then when you put a player who's actually really good with him behind it, it can get hexakills. It's scary.
Oh yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna give you guys all the secret to countering Genji. You want to know what it is? Do you want to know what it is, Joey?
Tell me, Utek. I want to know.
It's two things. It's one. It's no aim, no brain, Winston main. Get yourself a Winston and put him right on top of that Genji, no matter what. Or spitballing here. You get an Ana, and right when that Genji dives you, you drop a grenade because basically at that point you're already healing yourself for whatever damage he's done if he's done one swipe to you, and you're also damaging him. He's not going to be able to heal anymore, and I'm pretty sure collateral damage is going to just be able.
Yeah. Yeah, that splash nade. Something to be feared.
Yeah. So, fun little fact for everybody out there in the BOL, if you're listening, is those are two ways. Or if you're really good with Ana, get a sleep dart, because that'll just tilt the Genji out. Fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, another rookie to talk about, I guess, Josh Danko, also showing up on that Diva and Zarya. I don't know. I don't think he's gotten any plays of the game quite yet, but you know, he's just consistently tanking and doing damage. So he's another pickup that might be popular if he chooses to come back next season as well.
Yeah, especially what was he? He's playing a lot of Zarya. I mean, especially him with Chromatic, because Chromatic can play something that can get that wombo combo to really keep going.
Oh yeah.
But let's not forget some of the supporting casts for everybody else. If we look at another fun rookie, we have where your Pendry. Now you should have something to say about this because he too is a Symmetra player.
No, he's not. I'm the only Symmetra player in the league.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Are you sure he's not just ruffling your feathers?
Yeah, I'm the only. There's no other Symmetra in the league. I'm the only one that can actually be seen as relevant. I'm the only one that can actually play the champion. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, your Pendry,
Buddy
if you're out
joined
listening,
your channel.
show us wrong. Sorry, Joey, but you're gonna have some competition.
But seriously, he got to play of the game, so he can't be that bad.
Were we talking about being awful?
Okay, so we have
All
Tim
right.
here ready to start the game. So we're gonna wrap up here pretty quick.
Any final thoughts for you, Joey?
No, but UTech, actually, one last thought. Would you like to inform us a little bit on this love triangle that you think is developing?
All right, so I want you guys all to know in 1 minute the love triangle between Swift, 30, and Chromatic. So Swift has a big boner for 30 because he's a Mercy player and he wants to boost him every time. 30 has a boner for Chromatic because 30 is just very in awe of someone who's able to, who's a little bit better than him and could play Genji. It's not better than him, but has the potential. And Chromatic is basically senpai. And here's the thing: is Chromatic gonna notice 30? Is it gonna happen? And what's Swift gonna do to get into the love and the big crush that 30 has on Chromatic? Well, you guys are gonna have to find out next week on the BOL love triangle.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
it.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1, Match 1. We've got See You in the Finals going up against Winstoni Baloney. And yeah, we've got a match in our hands. We've already gone through the pick and ban phase. We're starting with Ilios, of all places. So we've got a lovely well on our hands that maybe we'll see a lot of people fall into in standard Clown Fiesta style for the SBL. How you feeling, UTech?
I'm feeling pretty good. You know what I want to see the most out of this entire map? I want to see Roadhog hooks right into that well. I want to see who can get it. So far, we're looking at Treemeister. Treemeister's the only one. Nope, Galnir's not even. And we're already paused. Oh, test pause. Test pause confirmed. But Treemeister is the only one feeling bold enough to try to get some hooks into the Well of Death.
Yeah, and we might see some friendly boops coming out of the Galnir and the Wily Coyote. Boops coming from the Wily Coyote seems like something that should just happen if he were to try and catch that Roadrunner. The Roadrunner might be Wii U. We'll see if they can keep him down and keep him in the hole as much as possible in this game, because he's running that Genji, and they are off to the races. The first team to try and hit the point wins if they can hold it for 100%.
And it looks like they're already getting some poke going on both sides. No one really trying to get anyone yet, but S3W3 trying to come in, Jim and 30 getting a pick on AJS0 already.
Yeah, that's a really nice pick. As a healer, you really get priority over the point from that. They just have to get the tanky people off of their little corner as Wii dives in the back line to try and do some damage, taking out one of the healers, and nope, just gonna continue running away.
Oh, and already a pulse bomb generated by 30, trying to get whoever they can. As you said, Wii already down. The man advantage to Winstoni Baloney. Trying to get and a nice hook by Treemeister, getting Swift again. And this looks like the man advantage coming up, but a good break it down from Galnir, keeping the fight alive. Trying to get Treemeister coming in.
Evelite and Wily Coyote getting brought back up by Scotch, but Treemeister finally falls, and the point goes over to this Winstoni Baloney.
Yeah, it looks like Winstoni Baloney was able to just move them off the point, just enough time to get them some points on the board.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage coming out from both sides, and people running away. 30 falls into the hole, but shifts out, and shifts back into the hole. Oh god, if that's our best player, this is going to be a Clown Fiesta. Treemeister ulting, trying to knock Wee, whatever his name is, back, and counters with an ult, and they're going to kill Scotch on the point to try and recap, or take the first cap, and that was successful.
Yeah, and it looks like they already have man advantage. 6 people on the point. They're gonna set up a solid defense so far. And Evo Light, a nice pick. That's a 6-to-5 man advantage. If I were seeing the finals, I would definitely be pushing that advantage right now.
Yeah, I don't know how a Genji takes down a Pharah, but we just saw it on stream. So
easy, you dash. Oh, but look, they're already coming in for the fight. Dano getting hooked, but already using his shield.
Dano dropping real low, falls. Ooh, Pulse Bomb takes down 30 takes down
already.
Swift, but then falls himself. Zedekiss with an ult takes down 2, Valkyrie taking down another, and then Zedekiss taking down a 5th. 30's the only person up, quote unquote. I think that was almost a team ace. If it wasn't quite, he just spawned in time.
Definitely,
so this is a good hold out of the Winstoni Baloney.
Oh yeah, definitely a good hold out of them. I mean, especially Valkyrie using his ult very effectively to stay alive, keep them off the point. And there's going to be another engagement. So you got 3 people, and the Zariel Graviton Surge coming in. Evo Light trying to come in for the back.
And counter ult.
Rocket Barrage, but AJS0 able to peel it away with the Zenyatta ult. Jim trying to knock anyone he can into the pit, but cannot do it.
Yeah, and Wee has a ult. Oh nope, he just used it, and he doesn't get any. But Valkyrie takes down 2. Then Treemeister falling from the Genji, and Wily Coyote falling as well. So Evelite trying to fly around, trying to stay healthy, and getting chunked slowly. But this is going to hit 100% pretty soon, and they're just getting people on the point now, and a lot of people coming up late as Evelite just falls now.
Oh, and a big ult from Galen there, just trying to keep 3 people that are on the point. But can they really do much? Oh, and a nice pulse bomb to take out the big threat of Genji. But it looks like Winstoni Baloney having a bit more of an man advantage on the point.
The boop successful from Wile E. Coyote, pushing Valkyrie in. 30 taking down AJS0. They've got the man advantage. They have the ult advantage out of Scotch that if anyone does fall, they can bring him back as long as they don't fall in the pit. And they recap. So we've got a game on our hands.
Yeah, and if it looks like it, I mean, you have a Monkey ult, or the Winston ult, from Valkyrie, and also you have the res out of Scotch on Winstoni Baloney. It's definitely gonna be a little bit of a tricky situation. Swift has has 80% in his ult on the Zenyatta, but right now it's gonna be down to a poke battle.
Yeah, I'm not sure how Scotch got up, but he is currently hiding in the top right side of the map, sitting on the flag. And Jim drops. Streammeister might also drop, and if he does, I'm sure Scotch will come in and ult him. Oh, they lose Evelite. Oh, he's gonna sit on his ult. As it is, that pull almost got the Harambe into the hole, but they're countering.
Yep, and it looks like Wile E. Coyote using his ult, but a big res coming in from Scotch to try to keep the point alive. Looks like Valkyrie uses his ult to stay alive.
And Dano gets knocked into the hole.
Damn.
Ooh, and they're controlling this point. Valkyrie ulting to try and create some chaos, and this is now a 99-99 game. Whoever falls off the point loses.
But it looks like Winstoni Baloney has the man advantage. Wooey trying to do his best to try to stay on.
Ooh, and they're just gonna follow one at a time and
Genji.
slowly fall.
Yeah,
they.
Can they do anything?
If that was a little bit farther, it could have pulled them all into the hole, and no one's gonna be in time to stop it. So that's map 1 to the Winstoni Baloney, who had a really rough start. See You in the finals got them all the way to 99%, or 99% for See You in the finals, and then the recap at the end there, coming in big for Winstoni Baloney. This entire series, I think, is going to be tight between these two teams.
Oh yeah, especially both of these teams. Because if you think about it, with that first cap, especially since See You in the finals had the advantage, but Winstoni Baloney was able to methodically just take their time, regroup, and take fights more on their terms. And I think that's really what won them the fight.
Yeah, and they were just more orchestrated at the end. As soon as they got a couple picks, Winstoni Baloney just seemed to have a little bit more control. And then the Mercy ult coming in big, they didn't have a response for that at all. People were just coming back up and coming back in. And ooh, there's a lot of shots being fired over on this far side of the map. No one's actually on the point at all. And we've got 5 seconds before it unlocks. See You in the finals is pushing their advantage, sitting in front of the point, and now they finally have people on it.
Oh, it looks like
AJS0 dropping quickly. Ooh, Dano gets his face ripped off by the Treemeister.
And it looks like when Winstoni Baloney has the man advantage, they're going to just be able to steamroll the rest of them in.
Ooh, that's a really quick ultimate coming out of Wii. And a res coming out of Scotch. There's a lot of damage going down, and they finally capped the point. Oh, never mind. See You in the finals did cap the point, 19%, and they just counter-capped. And now they forced them to reset.
And I think that was definitely a great ult out of Scotch just to keep the man advantage. Just even if it was just one person, that definitely helped them secure their spot.
Exactly, and they would have been close to 40% now if they hadn't. And you just need all the space and all the room and all the time you can to really keep it up. Big ult coming out of 30. Doesn't hit anybody. Zedekis gets 3 with his ult.
Betty entered your channel.
And a recap. Another recap. This is true chaos. ladies and gentlemen.
But if you think about it, seeing the finals are coming back with a vengeance. They have Zedekis on that Reaper. They're gonna definitely be trying to win the ground game. With unless if Bowie or Cal, he's gonna definitely have to try to focus on getting the 5 or 4 members on the ground compared to trying to dogfight the other Pharah.
Galnir does drop from 30. The Reinhardt on the opposite side, Jim, does fall to the Pharah. And, ooh, Scott! Single ult Galnir? That's odd.
30 coming in with a big ult. Oh, denied by Dano before he can do anything. He's not having a very good day on that McCree over there.
Yeah, there's a lot of time being burnt on the side of Winstoni Baloney. They really need to find a way back into this. They just keep filing in one by one, getting picked. And this might be the dream comp for CU in the finals.
Yeah, especially look at all this time they have just to swagger about, set themselves up for these next fights.
Yeah, there's 5 ults on the side of Winstoni Baloney, and almost already
a pick on the Lucio. Oh, but Jim coming right on in, getting that, trying to get a charge off, using his ult, staying up, being the only man on point, but man-moding everything he can.
ooh,
And the
a big
double
ult out of Swift,
The double res coming out of both teams.
Yeah.
Continue the dogfight.
and a Lucio ult to come back from both.
It's just basically
Ooh.
Clown Fiesta at this point. But
Jim and 30 doing as much work as they can, and
in the
it's not
finals
enough.
is just keeping their man advantage, and it's going to be 1-1.
It is 1-1. And I miscalled that earlier. Swift ulted for CU in the finals to get Galnir back up, not Scotch. Scotch still had his ultimate.
You know, I think Swift has some competition for who's the next Mercy main.
You're right, and you're talking to him right now. Regardless.
I'm so ashamed of myself for doubting you.
It's okay, UTech. We're on to map 3, and Runes, I think if any map is really going to test a team, it's Runes, because there's a lot of wide open spaces. We have Pharahs on both sides, and whoever controls the air controls the point. So,
You know, I'm really actually surprised no one's running a Widowmaker here, especially for the Pharah, because for this map, since it's so open, that sniper play can that's just basically gives you man advantage.
yeah,
No matter what you do.
you can just consistently pull people off, and until they rush you on your side to try and take you down, they just can't. And we're seeing an explosive first fight. Evelite is shooting rockets at CU in the finals, and they don't have anyone that can really take him down. Whereas they have a 30 on a soldier to deal with the Pharah from Wee. And this is just, it's working for them. A lot of people are low, but they're slowly pushing people off the point, killing people. Swift goes down. Dano's really low. Finally drops out of this the mech and drops instantly.
And if you look at it, Scotch already has his ult up, so he has that in his back pocket, so he can. They're already going to have a 6-man advantage on the point.
And as they're pushing people back, they take down a few more. That they might be coming back, but there are 3 ults, close to 6 ults on the side of Winstoni Baloney, and only a handful of ults are close. A lot of them above 50%, but not as close as Winstoni Baloney.
Also looks at Dano coming in hot. All right side, already getting DMAX, especially with Treemeister trying to deny as much as he can. Evolite getting free. Oh, and a nice ult. Evolite just take out the Mercy.
And 30 takes down Pharah and Galnir. Yeah, that's controlling the point.
That is a nice clean sweep, as some would say.
And they didn't even have to burn much for those ults. They've burned 2 ults. They're gonna have 4 for this next fight. There's 5 available on the side of CU in the finals, so we'll see if the ult differential ends up working out in their favor. But the time's really ticking up.
Yeah, especially. Ooh, Valkyr, I love you, but you just did the one cardinal mistake of a Winston, is using your shield way too early. And here comes a
And
big
the ult,
D.Va ult.
It gets
Not even
no
getting
one.
But it looks like Wooey on the far able to get Scotch, who's on the Mercy, no res up to them, and that will only help them. The Mercy on both sides already down, but the man advantage already on Winstoni Baloney. 3 versus 5, so this is going to be definitely a quick cleanup for the Winstoni Baloney side.
Yeah, they never had more members on the point except for when the D.Va had ulted and they scattered off. And now it's 94%. They're going to do their best to keep them off for the next 3 seconds. I don't think anyone's... Oh, there is someone that's close enough nearby, and it is the Genji Mercy combo with Zedekis ulting. A lot of the ult being taken away by Treemeister. The D.Va just is so good at keeping that down. 30 coming in with a big ult. He takes down one. Valkyr knocking down the D.Va suit and D.Va. They might get a recap.
It looks like definitely, but a res on for Winstoni Baloney to try to keep
Just
the
the
fight
Treemeister though.
going. So far, it's turning into a wet noodle fight. Oh, but Dano taking out Evil Light. This could be the turning point. Jim, he can get a lot of damage off on with his Tesla cannon. With Reaper also taking out Dano, or Treemeister, from his thing. Oh, and it looks like See in the finals is getting the kills that they need, and they're gonna clean up.
Yeah, so that's a recap. I doubted that they were going to be able to get there that quickly. But now it's them trying to do what just happened last map.
If you look at the ult counter, it looks like 30 has his ult, and they have, what, 40% to work with, so they have at least 2 good pushes where they can just take their time, build up their ults, and try to take point in one single push.
And the only ult on the opposite side right now is Valkyr on the Winston, so they can try and do a push, but it looks like they're just trying to build that ult charge for Jim and Treemeister and Scotch. Ooh, oh!
And a nice ult by Zedekis to get all the supports and Evil Light, as well as Jim and 30. Oh, that's an entire team wipe. I don't know what you're doing over there, Treemeister. You need to get back in your spot. You're ruining the tempo for your own team.
Yeah, he needed to drop a lot earlier. He needed to run away instead of running in, because now it's going to be a 5v6 up until the late time there, and yeah. Treemeister will be coming in with his ult, so it'll be 6v3 if Dano gets his.
And it looks like Winstoni Baloney trying to come in from the left side, trying to get in, trying to get a good side. Let's see if maybe the enemy Pharah... Oh, they're not even running a Pharah anymore. Tree coming in from behind, using his ult, getting as many kills as he can, but the Dragon Blade is coming in with sticks.
And Scotch drops.
Get 2 already. And it looks like Treemeister able to getting it out. But it looks like Winstoni Baloney getting the thing. Zedekis on the Reaper, trying to get as many kills as he can.
Yeah, they're getting back into the point. It's 2v2, and they're taking down the Reaper. They gotta take down the D.Va. She is out of her mech. They take down the D.Va. They've got a 2v2 again. 30 and Treemeister. Treemeister sleeping on the point. 30 has to run away a little bit, gets an orb to try and stay alive as Treemeister is nerfed. He's got some purple on him.
But it looks like Winstoni Baloney has the man advantage. Oh, and Valkyr getting picked up so early with that nano boost.
Zedekis ulting again.
But unable
he gets
to do
taken
anything.
Down.
With the D.Va up, he can't do anything with that with his own ult. And
yeah, the Genji is low, or was low on the point, and he's slowly going to drop to this Winston. The recap, and the end, that's map 3, and we're going into a 4th.
Oh man, that was... I don't know what to say about that. Like
that was so chaotic.
I was certain that C in the finals was gonna get that man advantage with that nano boost on the Winston, but he just dropped so fast with Wile E. Coyote on the Zenyatta, able to get that Discord. They were able to focus fire on that Winston. They knew that they could take him out quickly, and he wasn't able to get any value. That was basically an entire ult wasted.
Yeah, and 30 and Treemeister coming up so big on that last point to keep members on the point and take down the members that were on the point for the opposite team, and the rest of the team could just come in and fill in as necessary. So out of that chaos, we'll see if there's any more chaos. 30 is sticking to that soldier to try and take down the Pharah, force him back onto the Genji, which didn't work out at the end of that last point.
Look, Jim being man-moded, but he gets booped into the circle, unable to jump out because he already used it to jump in.
People are dropping so fast. We already have 3 deaths in like the first 30 seconds.
It looks like even like on the Pharah, trying to get as many pot shots as he can. Looking like 4 on the point for seeing the finals, and so it's a 4v4, but both sides, or 4v5 now, or 5v5. People are slowly trickling back in. 30 and Jim getting Dano out, but
big damage coming out of Evolite. He's just hitting key people from the air consistently. 30 ends up dropping on the point. They have yet to cap it. They're just bouncing up and down. There's only one member left, and that's the Winston. Oh, Swift's there too, but he's running away because he can't do a lot as Battle Mercy.
And he gets knocked down, and definitely Winstoni Baloney has the man advantage. Now, can they actually keep it? They have 3 ults available to them with Evolite on the Pharah, Treemeister, and Scotch on the Res. But is it going to be enough? Because they're doing a good job. Oh, and Zedekis denied.
Yeah, he blows his ult. Yeah, he didn't end up getting close enough after that boop to actually do any real damage. And now there's 2 angry monkeys fighting on the point. Ooh, one of them gets knocked into the hole. Treemeister tries to pull Dano into the hole, and he flies out because D.Va can do that as long as she has it up. And they might cap here.
Yep.
Yes, the Pharah flies too high to actually stay on the point.
You know,
the nerves have to be so tough right now for both of these teams.
Especially since you can see on Winstoni Baloney, they can taste this victory. They can taste this first round victory right now. All they got to do is keep up the pressure, and they'll be in gold.
And if these are the 2 best teams, having this one win over the other one just gives them a little bit extra leeway. And this one win will end up really coming from whoever, if they both go even in this next map, whoever ends up winning the next one. Oh, that ult into the hole goes nowhere. Denied. I don't know if that was a boop by Wile E. Coyote or what happened, but it's just bad placement.
I'd like to think it's the boop. Let's get... Oh, and the double ult resurrection coming out. But it looks like for the majority of the fighters, it's coming out of Winstoni Baloney having the greater effect. Oh, but 30 taking down Zedekis on the Reaper. Treemeister taking demeching D.Va. Oh, and
yeah,
nice
there's a lot of harassing that's going on just consistently between both of these teams. A lot of damage coming out, and it looks like Winstoni Baloney is contesting this. For a second, I thought they might be losing the point, but yeah, they're just holding on. They're more organized in the chaos,
and
or more focused.
And it looks like Wooey is trying to get away, but dies to the Winston, being able to just stick on him.
And at this point, they just keep trickling in, and it is 85% to 0. We'll see if they're going to try for a reverse cap. Valkyrie just came up now, and he's got to jump in if he wants to be in this fight. As people, they're organized into this little corner, the forest. Dano gets pulled onto the point. Evolite ult gets Galnir. Swift pulls up 3, coming up huge. And then we've got a 5v6 as Evolite drops, Jim dropping, Ellie's taking a lot of damage, Treemeister drops, Wile E. Coyote drops, and oh.
And Scotch on the Mercy dropped and just got his ult right after he got killed. Now that's salt in the wounds right there.
Yeah, that hurts so much. But the thing is, they're going to have a lot of time to try and recap this point, and worst case scenario, if they don't get this one, they can try again on the next map, because that would put them at 2v2.
And if you look at it, like, alright, they have the Lucio shield, they have the Resurrection, they'll soon have the Whole Hog, and he's already...
Oh, he did, yeah, he already used it. 30's getting really close to having his as well. He's just pumping out damage on that soldier. A lot of dancing
Early
around.
pick,
Ooh,
but-
members dropping on the side. And there goes we. Oh, late ult out of Galnir does not keep Dano and Swift alive. Galnir then drops Zedekis, dropping fast. This is a recap. And the Winston has to... Oh, cannot 5v6. As Dano gets on the point on the last second. He ran in, so he could not... Or he flew in, so he could not fly back onto the point. And
the
Valkyria
resurrection.
did not die on the point, so the res did not keep that point alive. So we've got our first map going over to Winstoni Baloney, sticking to the fashion, having a Winston all of the maps.
Oh, and here comes the play of the game with Zedekis on the Reaper.
Oh, it comes in behind, clean, clutch ult, takes down 3, and then is just pumping the Winston full of damage.
No one was
Getting
expecting it.
4.
That's what happens when you're an edgelord.
No one ever expects you to come in and kill everyone? Okay.
No.
So yeah, that'll wrap it up for this first map on Ilios. I think we're gonna take a short commercial break as we get back to our regular scheduled caster. Maybe Thrifty can get back in here. Otherwise, I'll continue casting with my man Utek.
Alright guys, welcome back for game 2 of Winstoni Baloney versus See You in the finals. Hijacked the stream, I'm Thrifty Senpai, taking the place of UTech, and I'm here with Failed Destiny. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. That was a very exciting first map, and I can't wait to see if this goes to another game 4 or 5 on Nepal, because it is chaos and a clown fiesta, and it's just delicious. It's like cotton candy to me. So
Yeah, I was saying that last set was real crazy all over the place, and you know we're blessed with some more neutral control point here, so I'm really excited for that.
and if this team comp ends up being similar like it was, I really want to see Zedekus come up big like we did in that last map with that Reaper ult. Reaper does so well on the Nepal maps because he can flank, do a bunch of damage, get out easily, and just repeat the process controlling the point going forward. So I'm going to have my eye on him. Is there anything that you're looking for in this next map series?
No, I'm definitely keeping my eye on that. Looking for some more pit kills, obviously. Those are always a good time.
Oh, it was so much fun watching those.
Yeah, and I say we get that in one of the maps on here. But no, didn't get to see all of what was going on in the last match, so really excited to kind of get the basis of that and go from there.
Yeah, we have the Treemeister and Wile E. Coyote coming back with the Roadhog and Lucio, respectively. So a lot of potential for some similar into the cavernous hole that is in the middle of this palace. I don't even know why it's there, but it just is. So
yeah,
a lot of potential. And I was wrong. Zedekus is not running the Reaper. This time around, he's going to go with the Sombra. That ult, if people are staying on the point, just shuts everybody down. So
yeah.
we'll see what they end up doing there.
Sombra can be really powerful. Can also like hacking the med packs can be really useful with other people flanking around. But yeah, we're gonna see a switch to that. I think we're gonna see a couple other switches. If you notice, that team was kind of had some troll picks setting up there, like WeOE sitting on that bastion right now. But
God damn it!
There we go. See, there we go. See, WeOE back to the Weebawee.
I was excited to see the Zedekus Sombra. I don't know what his skills are on Sombra.
I don't think I've seen him really play it that much as far as playing with him, but.
And
looks like they're gonna mirror each other overall.
Yeah, they're both spreading across the point. They want to set up a good defensive perimeter before moving forward. Zedekus coming around on that flank, fitting damage at 30, and Treemeister says, "I don't care what you're gonna do. You're not gonna hit my guy."
Yeah, nice hook out of the Treemeister there, putting Zedekus down. Gonna give them the advantage for this first point. As we see the final starting to collapse, and they're gonna have the initial control at this point. But Jim jumping in to give the contest. Lots of members going down now.
Ooh,
1,
yeah.
2, and 3. 4 to follow up with Dano. Zedekus is gonna try and get back in, but he's gonna be way too late. And we're gonna see this point go very cleanly over to Winstoni Baloney.
Yeah, See You in the finals jumped on the point and it looked like a little bit early, and then ended up having to give up the point as multiple tanks jumped in, and they just couldn't defend. So now they're pushed very far forward. We'll see what See You in the finals decides to do, as they're seeing 5 strong and a 6th hanging around in the back, pushing forward on the point.
I mean, that can be really potent on this map, pushing up really far, because you can just hold down. WeWheel gets a very large dash through a lot of people. We're going to see the Soldier Hero coming down, but nobody is actually going to go down.
Ooh, Wile E. Coyote drops. That's pretty big to pull the Zenyatta.
Winstoni Baloney.
There goes the Genji. Treemeister gets knocked to the point.
Gets scooped away by the monkey. 30 hour busting that soldier out, gonna gun himself down to Genji.
Oh yeah, a lot of people keep dropping, but the point is still gonna be held, even though not a lot of members on it, or gonna say respectively near it.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, they're on it when they need to be. Like, whenever they see a member of See You in the finals hop onto it, they get at least like a person on it at all times, so they're not getting free cap on it. But down goes Jim after pulling the Winston out. Oh, Weeblade coming out, slashing up people. Zarya ult coming down as well. Ult's blown all over the place on both sides. Dueling Zenyatta is going to Beyblade themselves around the arena. And just lots of damage going out. Reaper ult's going to close us off with the Zarya ult. And that's going to clean up the rest of the team.
Yeah, Jim was a little too high in the air.
Little after the cap, but he's going to have a fairly effective ult here. Getting 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, just out of nowhere. Soldier is going to pick up Galnir, and we're going to see this point quickly go back over.
Yeah, the ult differential was definitely on the side of Winstoni Baloney, and when HS0 and Gelnir use their ults at the same time, all that healing and shields didn't matter for much in the end, and that was a successful recap, quick recap out of Winstoni Baloney.
Yeah, that was a really quick turnaround. Oh my goodness, there's a player in the game of 5 scene one. Morial,
Yeah.
Zedekis whopping in, burning
Coming
down
in
kills.
big.
Yeah,
And then another
once
boot.
again, massive Reaper ult, clearing the room, or no, clearing the area. That's what it is.
It just seemed like Treemeister wasn't ready to try and pull him when he did start ulting on the point.
I think
So-
it was on cooldown right as he came through, like he's a hook went out, and then Zedekis just immediately dropped in and base-weighted his team down. But they're gonna have a lot to work with here. They have a soul, you know, they pretty much have to run it all the way back. They're very far up as we put down a few more kills.
And Jim falls off the edge.
Yep. Oh, Valkyrie's gonna try and knock off Treemeister as well. He's finds himself in a really awkward position and down goes the Hog.
This is a successful defense out of
Yeah.
the See You in the Finals
That
squad.
was a real aggressive, like, they just won a lot of time with doing that. And the clock is ticking up. We're seeing them approaching 60%.
Yeah, when both teams are going to have all their members except for
even like picking up Valkyrie.
yeah, and that's big.
Yep. Oh, here we go. Here comes the ults. Lots of ults on both sides. But we're going to see the majority of the team onto the point. Zedekis and Dano picking up kills. Jim picking up AJS0. 30 kill with WeeWee here. Scotch getting a
Zedekis.
kill onto Zedekis. Zedekis getting killed by the Lucio. However, Jim's coming in. He has an angry monkey. And down goes Gallion. Oh, Gallion's going to be able to jump his way back up, finding himself in an awkward position. But it's him versus the world. He's going to try and contest as best as he can, but he's just getting punched out over and over again.
Yeah,
and
now he's on the
down
wrong
goes
side.
The point.
Oh,
He had
that
some
was
Mike Tyson
rough.
punch out right there. Gallinier kept trumping back up, and every single time he got back on that platform, he just got punched right out.
But they ended up having most of the percentage points for the map in the beginning, and even though there was a recap and they got to 96, Winstoni Baloney coming out big and showing their dominance and really who is king of the hill out of these two teams so far.
I mean, yeah, we definitely saw. Obviously, Winstoni Baloney won the map, but the fact that we saw See You in the Finals put a little push back there makes me a lot more excited for the best of 5. We're not going to see them just roll over and take it.
Yeah, and again, HS0 and Galnir ulting at the same time to try and keep members alive, so one of those ults wasted. And then Zedekis, he ulted, but got knocked back, so he couldn't even hit any of the members on the team for Winstoni Baloney. So I think that combo there at the end ended up losing them that fight.
Crashed.
Oh,
Okay,
other tree. I was yeah.
Like, wait a second.
If he's hosting, how has he crashed?
Yeah, I was really confused for a moment. But he was good to go.
So this one's a little bit more interesting. If the Treemeister comes back on the Roadhog, and we've got Scotch on the Lucio, there aren't any easy boops that they had such success with before. HS0 and Galnir are swapping as well. We'll see if they're as effective in killing people if they can't just push the tanks right off the map. But yeah, we're getting back into game here, and I believe Treemeister will be selecting. He's got 25 seconds to do so. Oh no, never mind.
Yeah.
That's 25 seconds until the point unlocks.
This is neutral point. And got no time for that. But
So he'll be running in as the rest of his team is already on the point, or near the point.
First blood goes down. 30 get picked up by Zedekis.
Ooh, and they take down the Genji on the opposite side. The big players on both sides going down.
Yeah. That's both the DPS down. Zedekis now picking up another kill. Having a lot of success on that Reaper. And we're going to see you in the finals. Gap at this point here. The real sneaky pickup.
Yeah.
This is good. That was just good.
Oh.
Like, oh my goodness. Valkyrie, fire strike and fucking slamming kids left and right. Getting the double kill.
But like you were saying, they just had good map management. They're pushed a little bit forward. They're picking off members that expose themselves too much. And when a member falls off for that split second when they were so close to capping it, they reap the benefits of already being at nearly 30%.
There was multiple people on the steps there, but they were not on the point, so they got the cap. Oh, getting a couple mix-ups here. Gallagher gonna get kicked up. Out comes the Lucio to try and save some stuff. Another extremely successful Beyblade here. The Zenyatta ult's gonna be a little too late, but the self-destruct sequence might see some success. Oh
yeah,
goodness, that
it
is
just pushes
another
off the
3-man
map.
Reaper ult. Yep.
Zeticus, if he keeps ulting like that, he's gonna have a lot of plays of the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And we picking up 2 more to keep him off balance here. Looking really strong here, but we have a lot of ults on both sides. Could see a very explosive fight coming up here.
Ooh, and a good pull. Dano's getting knocked out of the mech, so
Yeah.
we'll see if he... Oh! That ult out of Reinhardt knocks down a bunch, takes down a bunch, and Gelnir ult.
Gelnir raises up Dano and WeeWee, but it is Baby Diva. He's going to have a little bit of work cut out for him. Oh, but he's going to have that mech up right away.
And we're seeing a successful hold out of C in the finals on this side of the map.
This is looking good, but however, as we say that, here comes a bunch of ults out of 30 and company, and it looks like they're going to be able to capture this point back. Dano and Zeticus doing their best they can, but this point will go down. Zeticus getting picked up, 30 picking up another kill onto WeeWee.
And these transfers are just so close. Like, there are people on the first step of the point, and they just can't make that last step up to the top to actually contest.
Now we see Jim going really, really deep as with 30. 30's going to find Scotch is going to find himself on the wrong side of Valkyria here. Get slammed into that wall. Little hypey. Bit of punish.
And we still
try to buy some time for his team and keep this point clear.
Wile E. Coyote still has his ult.
Oh, and the Ana ult on the Jim. However, the Dragon Blade's going to find himself 2 kills. Zeticus going to pick up Treemeister in the meantime. 30's going to kill WeeWee here. Lots of fire all over this point. Lucio ult's going to probably give this team the shield they need to be able to cap this point, but Winston's been able to stick around and buy a lot of time here. He's still not going down. Him and Scotch buying insane amounts of time.
And doing a lot of work.
Valkyria finally going to pick up Jim. Scotch is hanging in there, but he's going to also find himself going down to Valkyria, but the rest of the team has returned.
Yeah, and 30's dancing on the point to keep it tied as long as he can.
Back. 30 was dead at the beginning of this. That was all Jim and Scotch. But Zeticus going to have a nice clearing, zoning ult, but he's going to find himself on the wrong end of a hook. And
no recap.
As close as it was, that was a very tiny slice of the pie. But not enough. Winstoni Bologna still holding this point nice and strong.
As close as they're willing to cut it, because 4% goes quickly if you just lose the map point.
Oh yeah, freaking Jim and Scotch. I mean, Jim especially just drew so much aggro there on that last point, but he's going to find himself on the wrong end of an enemy team right now. Lots of also 30's going to be able to stick AJS 0. See you later, but we're going to see AJS right back in the fight. Mercy says no time for rest, and down goes Treemeister.
Yeah, but the Lucio didn't have an ult, so now it's going to be a bunch of members down.
Down's going to come through. It's going to do like a lot of CC, but just not enough damage to really pick up too many people. This point is stuck on overtime. We have the Diva all coming out, and boom, down goes Scotch. Find himself on the wrong end of the self-destruct sequence. Jim doing his best to hold once again, trying to be the hero, but he's not going to get there this time. A little aggressive Lucio ult, but it might be just what they need.
And Evelite is on the point, trying to waste time as Soldier.
Versus the world, they have to hold the point for the rest of their team to come out. We're going to see a boost on that Tracer to try and keep her alive, and it is working. She is sticking around quite well, but she's going to go down, finds herself on the wrong end of the hammer.
And they need to get on the point.
Slide the head.
Oh, Jim.
Point. Jim, not allowed today. Valk says, get the fuck out of here.
And we have another 1-1 on our hands for these King of the Hill maps.
Yeah, no, real exciting start here.
There was so much time that 30 and Jim and Scotch bought for their team, but it just, in the end, it wasn't good enough for that map. So now they're going to come back, like I think you had said earlier, with a vengeance. This third one, they've got at least 2 more, or 1 more after this one. So they're going to lay a lot on the line. And similar lineups from both of these teams. Both teams probably thought, you know what, that worked really well for us last time. Winstoni Bologna, they lost the point at the end, but a lot of really good points for them. I think they need to find a solution to deal with the Zedicus. Because he keeps getting really good ults, and the team doesn't really know how to respond.
I was saying, he's had some really, really solid ults this game. We've definitely seen him like have other weeks where he hasn't been like too big on that Raper, but this week is definitely not the case.
And while we've been talking about this, Galnir and Dano did drop. Streammeister and Jim dropping on the opposite side. This is just... I thought one team was going to come out with the advantage, and it ended up being the other team. As 30's going to have to run away.
That's just how some of these fights are. Like, you think you have it all figured out, and just, yep, that's exactly how it's going to go, and then all of a sudden, everything you had, anything planned, just, nope, fuck it. Going the other way.
And now they've got the hard push, getting through this first gate. It's such a choke point, and the other entrance, or the two other entrances are just so far away, and one of them's only for highly mobile characters.
Yeah, we're seeing 30 up there trying to get a little bit of poke. Just give a little bit of a flank position as we see the rest of his team trying to get in over through that gate.
And they slowly push in.
Yeah, no, they're making some progress here. The Hook's not going to be able to find anything, but we're going to see some contest on the point. Jim finds himself in the middle of the team. Lucian gonna go down. We're going to see
and that's really big.
Yeah. No. Oh, Reinhardt, sponsored Reinhardt, and the weak coming out. Soldier ult as well, going back and forth.
Oh, another Earth Shatter.
Oh my goodness, there is so much that just happened there.
That was awesome. Out of
God.
CU in the finals. Swift ult, Galnir ult, Zedicus ult, picking up a bunch.
Yeah, saw a really nice hammer down from Jim, really nice Pharaoh ult from Evo. Lots of damage going down. Beautiful raise from Galnir. Everyone just starts blowing ults left and right. And we see you in the finals looking strong.
And it's getting close.
80%.
They're at 80%, yeah. Oh man. Ooh, that shield going up from Valkyrie keeps him alive, as getting pulled into 4 would probably mean death, even with the Mercy pocketing him.
Yeah. I say, there's a lot of damage potential from both of these teams here. Oh, Valkyrie's gonna go down. We have the whoa, Lucio all coming out 30, pulling his soldier ult.
Oh man,
my.
they might be able.
That is a team wipe real fast. 30 picking up 3 there with his soldier ult.
And now we have the 99-0. We'll see if they can do the successful comeback.
The salty run back.
They're just here. Yeah, they've got some time. They've got 2 ults on their hands. There's no ults on the opposite side, but Scotch is gonna be close to having it 5% away.
Now, and Zedicus is not far off from a 4th. We can see a really big ult disparity, but a Mercy ult's a pretty nice one to have in that back pocket. Here we go. Ult number 1 coming out. Lucio blowing his ult. They're all pushing into the point. Zedicus clearing the area, picking up a kill. Mercy Race is gonna pick up both the tanks back in. And incoming rocket barrage.
Ults on the point.
Oh,
that's a lot of damage.
Play of the game right there now. But we're gonna see a really nice hammer down, putting down 4 people.
Jim's doing work.
Jim might be getting the play of the game. Who knows? But Dano finds himself here on the wrong side of the wall, getting Jim's hammer.
Oh, that was such a successful
5
hold.
for 6. Jim Bone, the man with the plan.
This is such an explosive match. It's not one person dropping at a time. It's multiple ults taking down multiple people with multiple reses on both sides.
Yeah.
And it's just,
it's
exciting.
Down to that, like him and Treemeister went down from that Zedicus ult on Reaper.
Yeah.
Braves back up, and Jim was mad.
Jim doesn't care about your Mercy ult. He wants your team dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, Genji coming in to try and do some damage. Yep, enough of a distraction for his team to get the flanks in and onto the point.
Yeah, here we go. Tactical Visor coming out. Oh, and Wee coming through with the Dragon Blade, picking up a couple kills. Treemeister burning the Roadhog as well. People dropping left and right. It's a bloodbath. But this
99% to 99%.
Pick up. It is Evil Light and Wily Coyote versus Dano and AJS0. Fight for this point is 99-99. Oh, Evil Light down. It is Oh, Diva gets the mech. He's doing his best with the rest of this Winstoni Bologna team's coming around. Soldier round.
Oh, and they're here.
And the raise onto Evil Light. It is going to have to rely on Mercy here to hold the point, but he's not raised yet. He's up.
Reinhardt gets past the point.
Oh my goodness! It's going another Reinhardt ult coming through. It's going to get 2. They're going to drop right away and just
that
point.
That instant overtime because they didn't actually finish the point.
Yep.
It just dropped so quickly after so long.
Yeah, I mean, it was in overtime for a long time, and we're going to see Winstoni Bologna up 2-1 on CU in the finals. This is the same order it went through last set, right?
I believe so. Yeah, so we'll see if this...
the finals needs to... No choke zone.
And because this is the map that Winstoni Bologna had lost to, they need to really either do something different or just do it a little bit better in order to win this map.
Yeah, I'm sure CU in the finals is happy to see this map as the 4th one. They won it once, they're like, we can win this again and try to take them to game 5. Map 5, I don't fucking know.
Map
Terms,
3?
man, they're all words at the end of the day.
Yeah, both teams get to the point at the same time.
Yep, here we go. We're gonna have a nice fight on this point. Hook's gonna go down. We got a Roadhog on both sides.
Ooh, Jim with a nice charge, taking down HS0. Dano taking down Treemeister. Wily Coyote dropping really low, but Scotch keeps him alive as 30 drops. Oh,
also, I just realized that 30 and Zed fit swaps. 30's on that Reaper actually, and Zed's on that Soldier. I thought yeah. Not see that
interesting.
We also see Wheelie moving off of the Genji onto the Roadhog. He's been having a pretty good start here. Had a couple good hooks, and he's looking like he's going to be one of the first people with his ult this game, and he's going to put it immediately to good use to try and clear this point for his team, pushing away everybody on Winstoni Bologna. But there was a Mercy there that just left the point to fly to safety, and we're going to see CU in the finals get the first cap.
Yeah, this is really good for CU in the finals because they need this map in order to have a chance for winning this match.
Oh, Jim, you don't want to be there, but Roadhog says, give me your sweet ass.
Ooh, and Scotch is going Battle Mercy on the point.
What was that? You walked in. He's just like, take my body. I will gladly use my body.
There was no one even nearby.
No, I have no clue what that was. He literally just walked up the stairs. He's like, enemy team, take me.
Maybe he thought he was blue side.
Maybe. He's like, oh, good job, team. I'm going to come up here on the side. I'm going to heal you all. 30 coming in behind, though. Gonna find out he does not want to be here
Oh, God.
all.
And he's getting spanked with a giant hammer.
Oh! Coming through. You're going to find some...
Takes down a bunch. Gotch ulted to get his team back.
It's going to be a pretty value. You get Treemeister and Evil Light right after Dano cleaned up Tree.
Oh, and Dano runs back to the point to try and keep it alive a little bit longer for his team.
Longer. I mean, every single second's another percent. And he's racked up a couple here. I mean, he got himself an extra 4% there. That can make the difference.
Actually,
that was
I think it was 46 when he started, so that was 16.
Well, that's a hell of a lot more of a difference than, I mean, we saw what 4% could do, let alone 16.
So yeah, they now have an uphill battle for Winstoni Bologna because they have to keep this point. There's 40 advantage on the opposite side as they're rushing in with ults galore.
Coming through with the Roadhog ult, Lucio ults matched, hammer down coming out from CU in the finals. Jim trying to get back in there. We have a Zenyatta ults.
Scotch does go down.
Alive, but Scotch going down. Lots of people
going 30 with a big ult.
Picking up Valkyrie and Zedekis, but it is time to self-destruct. It is going to find nobody, and Dano once again is going to find himself versus the remainder of this enemy team.
Yeah, and that's... By the time they get back, these are going to be really close points for CU in the finals and Winstoni Bologna. Oh, man. I'm getting the tingles. This match is going crazy with all these ults flying at each other.
These have been really tight games overall. I've been really enjoying these. They've been kind of clowny, but that's been making them very fun to watch. Oh, and wait, getting hooked. Roadhog versus Roadhog call out. Oh, Valk trying to get a slam at 30. Howard's going to pick up HS0 and Zedekis. Evil Light going to try to pull off a Rocket Barrage. Do not find too much with it. But
ooh,
the damage
Dano flies off the map.
What was that? I missed that.
He flew off the map. He was blocking the Pharah ult, tried to fly away and went a little too far. Fell off the map.
Womp,
So,
womp, womp. Bad.
Now they have 9 seconds to get back in the point, or it is over.
Yep, here they go. They're going to try. Oh, Treeman's just going to give them that gap closer that they need, actually. Get a little friendly Roadhog hook out, but he's going to do the ult to try and zone it off, but Wee Wee and Dano sitting on the back of this point, holding on to dear life. As this overtime is hanging on, but they're going down member by member. 30 is going to clear the area here. Wee Wee is going to reflect a lot of that. Lucio is going to keep 30 alive, and it's
Yeah, it's a 2v4, 1v4.
No one on the point right now. Oh, Gounder gets back on, but that is it. He goes down. Overtime ticks, and that is the game.
Yeah. So Winstoni Baloney with the previous win are going to end up having what's necessary to win the series, but we do play a game 3 for those tiebreakers, so it won't be over. Jim coming up big. He's going to have a huge hammer down here.
Yep. Jim mad, Jim smash. This is not your Bruce Banner. He's gonna fucking. In comes the Mercy Raise. Down comes the Slam. Jim's gonna find himself with a lot of people. Fire Strike gets one. Slam picks up another.
Ooh, that was so crazy, and we had a lot of really high potential play of the games there. Jim very much deserves it.
Jim had a lot of big smashes there, like multiple times in a row. He was getting 3+ people in the hammer down, and he was charging through, fire striking, and just.
And did you see he had
brutalizing
53
people.
eliminations?
Yeah, he was.
That's
giving kids the hammer.
absurd.
He was giving them the hammer, real fierce.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break as we get the next map picked out, and we'll see you for the final series.
Alright guys, we're back for game 3. This time we're on an Assault Squirt map, or King's Row. See, in the finals gonna try and pick up a same, kind of like the pity win at this point, but you know, the points do matter at the end of the season.
Yeah, placement can be a huge thing between having a bye, because 5 teams, a couple teams are gonna get a bye, and an extra week to just practice, get your shit together, can end up meaning the most for that final run through.
I would say, and it's a big thing to notice. I mean, like the whole fact that we're on a point-based system instead of a win-based system. So like, even though you win the night, you can still scavenge some points, and also, I mean, like, you get more points for winning harder. So, winning a match 3-0 is like, that's 30 points. That is way better than going, you know, 2-1.
It does mean we won't see anyone clowning around for the third map, because
yeah,
every point means something.
Well, I mean, if we were just doing just wins, we wouldn't play the third map in that case
right.
if we had it. So,
or if we played a third just because, then we might see some clowning around, but it'll be everyone doing everything they can to
every
get the win.
game does matter. Winstoni Baloney wins the night, but there's still that chance for them to pick up a little bit more points and put them closer to catching up with the leaders. Because this team's in second place going in tonight, correct?
I think so.
I think it's also a little harder to tell though, because we do have the buys, so it kind of mixes up the points, just because some teams have not played as many games as others.
Right. Yeah, Winstoni Bologna having a half game advantage against this team in the finals.
Yeah.
But pretty standard comp coming out. A lot of damage, a lot of walls.
They're gonna get into the gate surprisingly quick. No trouble at the choke point, and they're gonna get a kill as well. Valkyrie find himself on the wrong end of that fight.
Yeah, ended up being a little disconnected from his team too quickly, but they can respawn and get back as long as they don't drop too many.
Lots of people going down, and very decisive first point from Winstoni Bologna here.
They got pushed way far back.
Yeah,
I thought they might be able to slow down a little bit, but yeah, with Reinhardt falling so quickly, it just didn't matter to the rest
that
of.
Not as, like, realistically, it does not get much quicker or cleaner than that for a first point.
Because if they would have won it right away, like instantaneously, it would have been 6:30, but less than a minute for a successful.
I mean, and you still gotta walk your way there, so that's pretty fantastic. Also, something to note is that we have the Bastion now on the point. They've mixed it up with this round. They have the Arista Bastion trying to hold this point down, but Jim's gonna find himself on the wrong end of a Reaper here.
It ends up working out pretty well, surprisingly, if you can keep the Bastion healthy. There was no pocket healer on him, so he got focused and taken down. But they're continuing to push this team back and the cart forward.
Yeah.
Oh, as Genji drops very quickly as he gets focused after he Dragon Blade.
Yeah, it's gonna get Bastion a few seconds to get set back up on this car, or he's just gonna Rambo around the corner and drop a few shots.
And this cart is, I don't know if it's really stopped. They've taken down a couple,
It stopped for a few seconds there right after the second point, but yeah, they're just mowing through. This team is just doing a lot of work, and oh my god, see the finals having trouble like getting their footing at all. They have just not been able to set up or really get anything going, and that's made it really hard tough for them. But oh my goodness,
that's a good ult.
Really nice graviton surge, but it's just not going to be enough.
Oh
my goodness.
They don't care about your combined ults.
Cleaning everything up, and this cart is just going to keep on rolling. There is no brakes on this train.
And they got to be feeling good. They're just pushing so hard.
Right after this, you just mowed through it. Like, they freaking just got like a 6-man Zarya ult, and they're just like, fuck it, we'll win this fight anyways.
Yeah, we'll survive. We'll just use one ult to counter it, and then clean up your entire team with a couple more ults.
They used a couple, I can say that, the clean up afterwards, a few ults, but, oh man.
Yeah, there's 4 ults when Genji gets his on the side of you in the finals, but there's
Yep.
two. There,
Oh,
one
Dragon
drops.
becomes really going and trying to get this bash, but he's not going to be able to get it down either. This cart, like I said, there's no breaks. It's going to go.
Oh,
my goodness!
Zedekus coming in big as his team needs to try and stop some of the momentum coming out of this cart. They're gonna all come back. Treemeister's gonna have his ult. Scotch still has his as they want to regroup, but
oh, that tire.
that tire was necessary.
Stone cold killer.
And Zedekus then picks up Wile E. Coyote a 5th, so he's gotten 5 in a row, just manhandling this team.
Zedekus proven to be the shining ray of hope on this team with that Junkrat, but he gets hooked into the team, and he's gonna go down.
Yeah, Orisa takes him down. They've got shields versus shields, and Zedekus going down makes it a 5v6. Evelite's gonna have his ult, Jim's gonna have his ult, so it's gonna be 1v4 as Zedekus tries to come back and do some work to get his charge back.
Yeah.
Genji now has
Wile E.
his.
Coyote going down here. And out comes the ults. Roadhog and Bastion popping it out. Lots of balls for both teams. Chris is going to pull them all together. Zenyatta is going to try and keep the team alive, but it is not looking too good. Lots of people going down on both sides, and it's actually looking like
The push forward stopped, but Treemeister's pushing it solo!
He's pushing the cards. Him and Zedekus going down. Gallier trying to hold as well as the rest of the team finds themselves in the odd positions. Valkyria just trying to hold off the Sparrow, but Treemeister's gonna go down.
Yeah, he finally ends up dropping, but if he had taken down those two, no one else was there. He could have pushed it all the way to the point. Thank God for this see you in the finals squad that they ended up having the Junkrat and the Lucio nearby to stop that push.
Yeah. I'm still geeking out over that Junkrat tire.
Oh, that was so good.
I mean, Junkrat tires are like always super satisfying. Oh, there goes another one. It's gonna find itself a Pharaoh of all people.
Yeah, I don't know how you find a Pharaoh with a Junkrat tire, but this league continues to surprise me.
Definitely, like I said, it's like half the things. It's like Trees is normally the person who plays a lot of Junkrat, so it's nice to see someone else pulling it out and having a lot of success. Because I always like watching his. Jim coming in, is going to establish Reinhardt dominance as he bodies the other one. Hammer down.
Oh!
AJ0 and Gallier. He's going to pick up both the healers here.
Oh, very close to having the second healer.
Very, very close, but 30 is going to dead-eye Dano, and this is looking like it could be the point.
Gallnier's close to drop.
Try, hold on, but he has an entire enemy team running him down.
Oh, that's a great time to ult.
Great ult, gonna get him and Valkyrie. Valkyrie gonna get once again manhandled by Jim in a really unfortunate timing. He's gonna get pinned off.
Swift Zenyatta ults off the point!
Oh my goodness. Shame.
Dano gonna try and do as much work as he was on the last map. He flies up too high. You can't go up that high. You're gonna let the cart push forward.
Fucking madness. The last second. He's doing his best to stick around and buy some time for his team. Valkyria's coming back in. AJ0 also coming back in, but it is high noon. That's gonna pick up Gallier, and this is gonna be the point.
Ooh, a minute and 39 seconds left. So that's what this CU in the final squad is gonna have to beat, and a very aggressive push coming out of them.
Yeah, they caught their feet at the end there, but it was not looking the best.
Actually, this is
that, like they did really well holding that last point considering, but those first 2 points were free.
Yeah, they could not compete with the push that was coming out of them. And I misspoke. This is actually competitive rules. So if CU in the finals caps here, Winstoni Bologna is going to have a minute and 39 seconds to do another attempt.
Yep.
And see how far they can push. So it's not over. They can certainly have the same crazy type push. Maybe both teams are just weak on defense.
Yeah, we'll definitely see how this goes. I'm excited to see what CU in the finals brings here for their counter push. Oh man, there was a lot of excitement on that last point.
Yeah. The Junkrat tire, the Jim hammer down, all of it is just, it's explosive. And these are explosive characters.
Transcendent Zenyatta suiciding.
Oh my god. He's got to be kicking himself after that one.
Oh, I'm sure he's just like fucking tilted off of the earth.
Ooh, that's a comfortable place to be as a healer.
Yeah.
Wile E. Coyote pulling something out that we haven't seen yet tonight is the
Metra.
And setting up the stop sign, hexagon, not octagon, of turrets on this entrance. It's a great way to get some quick ult charge and get that shield generator or teleporter up.
Yeah, no, getting a teleporter on these first points is always just, I mean, that's fucking just basics. It's real good. The big thing is with having that as well is like if they just try to do a fast push, like what the Gym 30 team is, those 6 turrets are just gonna fucking eat people up because like they didn't even look, they just fucking ran in.
Right. And you melt to 3 of those at a time.
Oh yeah, so yeah, they're gonna have to take it a little slow, try and pick them up here. They're not gonna get much ult charge going for them, but they are buying time, which is just as good in this case.
And they do have a Winston to pull them down.
Yeah, there
once
we go.
they get through.
Winston's gonna immediately just turn around and zap them all. Here we go, fight for the point coming through.
Yeah, and the Symmetra just pulling damage onto that Dano as he continues to take damage. People dropping on both sides, but 2 on both so far.
Oh,
the
nice
quick
raise
ult.
from HS0. That's gonna be really good here. Giving them the man advantage. Jim's gonna try and dash through to get something, but he's gonna find absolutely nothing there. Jim's trying to hold the point, going against the world, and we're gonna see another really solid cap here.
Yeah, and they're pushing all the members
pick it up,
back.
Keep them off tempo. Tree Meister's gonna get the hook, but that doesn't matter too much as this team's going to cap the objective, hopefully right before WoE respawns, and he'll get the quick walk back.
Yeah, so 15 seconds slower. We'll see if they can continue to push as fast as the rest of this game has been on pace for.
15 seconds slower makes it sound way worse than it actually was, because that was another fairly clean cap. Like, the second that HS0 had that raise, they just had such a solid man advantage on that point.
And Scotch fell before he could use his. If he had his, it would have been a completely different fight. It could have gone the other way and wasted more time for the C in the final squad. And ooh, Winston jumping in, just doing a lot of damage in the backline. Treemeister ulting the front line to counter. Scotch coming out with a big ult.
Jim, but Jim's gonna find himself right in front of a Bastion, but he's gonna get behind the Bastion. He's gonna, wow, hammer down. He's gonna give him a bit of slaps here. Jim's gonna find himself really deep though. Going into the wall, he's gonna go down. Oh, and incoming once again. Mercy Ray's coming through 30. He's gonna find himself in the face of Dano 22.
Yeah, they're trying to keep
just a bit.
They're trying to keep this pace up, which is necessary if they want to try and tie or beat that 139 timeline.
Yeah. And apparently, Bastion on the cart is the new BOL meta.
Yeah, we like to protect the Bastion.
Yeah, apparently that's the thing we do now. Dano 22 is gonna eat that hook for Zedekis. Really nice, but Rocket Drive behind is gonna a lot of people here.
Evlight gets 3.
Evil Light, but it's gonna be far too late.
Yeah, so this looks like what will be a successful defense for the first time on this map. Pushing all of the members back or requiring them to respawn.
Yeah, that's really nice. Get a slowdown. Make him have to work for this, get on the point. The Bastion's not nearly as useful when you're not just progressing forward as a team like that.
But the Wily Coyote gets a little too close to the sun and gets taken down by the Bastion.
Yep. He's gonna pick up the other healer. There's no healers left for Winstoni Maloney. Jim's gonna find himself getting cut down real fast by the Weave Blade. And Evil Light doing his best again. Oh, he's gonna pick up the Genji actually, but
yeah, and that's a Genji in there, so that's not easy to do.
One flying bird lady. But the world. Meister gonna find himself trying to get behind with 30, but he's gonna get cut down real quick. Just one man against many, and this is gonna sneak into the next point. We have a lot of time here actually left for seeing the finals to cap this last point. 30 finding himself in a real odd position right behind, but he might turn this around for a really nice flank onto this Bastion if they forget about him. We see him sneaking up. Yep, he's gonna start putting shots down. We're gonna see the Winston bubble though, keeping him safe.
Yeah, and 30 doing damage in the back.
Coming out from Zedekis, doing lots of damage. Hammer down from Dano, gonna kill up a few. Big raise though, gonna revive 4 people here. Keeping their hopes alive. Luciol's gonna come out as well, keeping this team a fighting chance. Luciol's mashed now. 30 from behind, doing lots of damage.
But there's just too many people down. Zedekis is...
There's a lot of people up on both sides still. HS0 gonna raise Zedekis. It is still time for Bastion. trying to get set up, but he's taking a lot of damage from Evilite on that flank. Meanwhile, on the cart, Tree Meister getting on the wrong side of this enemy's team, as you in the finals are still pushing strong. They might actually be able to beat this minute and a half. Bastion set up on the cart, and he is mowing down, but once again, a rocket barrage is going to find a Bastion. Weiwei is going to reflect that to kill Evilite, but the damage is done. Self-destruct sequence going to try and pick it up, but it's going to get shield blocked as these four members of CU in the finals trying to hang out there. Nice hammer down from Dano, but he's not going to get too much of it, and it looks like the rest of the CU finals is going to get cleaned up here.
Yeah, Dragonblade coming out to try and clean up.
Back down, and the Luciol's coming out. These things are going to sit strong. Weaveblade coming out. It's going to pick up both the healers once again. Downer's going to get Jim's back. Evilite's going to pick up HAS0 though. On the other hand, meanwhile, we have Tracer coming up to try and contest with it, but no one's on the point.
No one's on the point.
But he jumps away. But Gaudier gets back on and caps it.
Oh my god.
Mercy. That was a Gaudier. That was Mercy. Oh my goodness.
3-3.
That
Switching sides.
they just kept pushing forward.
Like solo pushing the point, and he jumped away to leave it. But
Right.
fortunately, HS0 was flying on his way to him, and was on the point to cap for the last second. There was no one. They weren't there.
Yeah. The biggest thing for defending the point is actually being on the point. And that's the difference between like every tier is just slowly better.
There was tons of them alive, and they weren't on the point. But
Right.
they snuck it. And that's a whole minute faster almost.
Yeah.
I would not have seen that coming at all.
I don't know if anyone would have called that with how quick that first push ended up being. So we get to do this 2 more times, this being the first of the attempt. And yeah, everyone take notes, stick to the point, because the point is what gives you wins, keeps you alive. And now we've got some some gentleman talk in the chat as people are on the point dancing, waiting for the next 5 seconds as it's about to start. So we'll see if it's as fast as a push as it was before, and maybe both teams learned something from the last series.
Yeah, no. We're going to see some real tight margins here. 1.5 minutes. That's not too much time to work with, but it is definitely enough to cap this point, as both these teams have shown.
Yeah, 1 minute and
Like
1
a
minute and
minute
15 seconds.
Yeah. And we're seeing once again a really good switch. We have actually the Bastion coming out once again. Zedekis getting a little bit of cheese here, picking up some people. However, he's taking some damage from the D.Va on the side, but it's not going to be enough to keep him there. And they're going to have a solid first push. Repulse. Like, this is the first time I think we've actually seen this point hold tonight.
Yeah, every other time they've done it on the first push. So,
Yeah.
yep, they've learned something so far, and now they're down to 51 seconds to try and successfully cap this
That is
point
like
and then begin the push.
You have pretty much one good push left, possibly. Like, you have one real solid push.
Ooh, and
Maybe
30
get, like,
drops
1 or 2.
early. That's
Oh,
going to be
30
hard.
gets picked early, but there's still
Ooh,
time. Oh,
there goes-
my. There goes Jim. This could be really tough. They're losing a lot of people.
Yeah, it's 2 down on the side of...
Like I said, they still have a little bit of time to get set up. The 30's coming back there. We're going to get the tempo res getting Downer back in for his team.
yeah, and Scotch is really
and
close to
Zedekis
his...
both matching them's ults.
Yeah, Scotch has his, so if anyone does drop on the side of Winstoni
He's not
Baloney,
going to find him. He's going to go down. Dano's trying to get back to safety here.
they've
They
got
need to
10
buy some
seconds.
time. They have 10 seconds left, but they have bodies on the point.
They
Incoming.
are
Gonna
capping.
get the hook onto the Bastion. Bastion blowing the ult to try and get some damage out. This point's going to be contested. It's going to be real close.
That's the 4-man,
But
Scotch! Pulls
but
up
there's the
3!
raise. Oh my goodness.
Now it's a fight. It's a 5v5.
No, but Bastion's still mowing down. Oh, he's gonna have a Lucio behind him. Lucio, you don't want to be
No
there
one's on
when
the
this
point.
Bastion turns
Scotch
around.
is on the
There's
point.
tempo raise. Scotch is gonna go down here real fast. 30's trying to take down Zedekis, and he might succeed. He's got the Lucio boost, but oh, he's gonna get gunned down. This Bastion has no mercy, and that is no cap.
Yeah, no cap.
All right.
I don't know if it actually remembers how far it went or not. If it does, we'll see if that
It matters
plays
on
a
pieces,
point.
It matters on pieces of the pie.
Okay.
So
I thought
if-
for the most recent competitive they updated it so it can actually be... Oh yeah, so it's the one piece
see,
of
it's
the
got
pie.
one piece of the pie. So yeah, it is pieces of the pie. So they have 2.5, well, a little over 2.5 minutes to go ahead and get 1/3 of this point capped. That's all they got to do. But As we
Well,
all know how some of these things could go. Easier said than done.
And we could end with a tie tonight.
It is possible. I don't actually know how we handle the points for a tie, so that's something that definitely interesting.
I think
Oh,
Zedekus said we
probably
play another map if they
Really?
tie. So we might see a fourth
Ooh.
map come out tonight if
Could be a late night then.
they can't complete this first point. But they've got a full minute, or
I would
almost a
imagine
full
they
minute.
split points 5-5, but
Yeah, we'll see.
we will see. We'll have to talk to Commissioner Zedekus if that comes to be the case.
Let's hope for see you in the finals that they can at least get 1 point out of
I'm
this.
hoping
Otherwise,
for
they're
that.
gonna have a shutdown week, and they came in strong last week.
Yeah, no, this is their second week coming in.
And we see a Widowmaker
Yeah,
coming out. Oh,
wait on
switch.
for that first point. Try to see if you can get a pick. If you snipe someone there, it's a long ass walk back at the beginning of this first point.
Yeah, switching back over to the Genji. They're
Yep.
slowly pushing forward. Dano on the
Really
point.
aggressive pushing. They find a lot of this team pulling back with Sony Baloney getting pushed into the channel here. Genji causing a lot of trouble in the back lane. AJ0 finding himself in an awkward spot, but he's gonna be able to stick alive. Lots of
Jim
people
does
fighting here,
drop,
but
and
Jim's
that is
going
big.
down. Treemeister finding himself blown out of the back. Lots of people going down. They have people on the point.
They've
This
got
is
people
not
on the
looking
point.
good. Yep, Scotch is gonna get on the point. Eloy's gonna get on the point. We're gonna get the tempo res out of the Wii to try and keep this going, but they need to get a bit more contest. They need to force him off the point. Evilite doing his best here with 30 and Scotch, trying to hang on. Zarya's gonna get
Oh,
him
and that's
off,
a big ult.
but
We'll
it's
see if
not
they
gonna
can
be
do
able to get
anything.
Oh, but down goes him. It's Valkyrie versus the world. Wee and Dano returning. They have a much shorter walk back from their point. The Wii blade coming out. Streammeister trying to buy as much time as he can as the Diva. Oh, he's gonna self-destruct. He's gonna go
Way off the
side.
point. That picks up Wily
That's not
Coyote
good.
though.
There's contested, but that's gonna be the point, and match complete.
Yeah, it took him exactly a minute to take that point. So we'll see Winstoni Baloney going 2-1 for this series. So we'll end up seeing what the play of the game is. I have a feeling it's gonna be Zedekus
It's either
with
one
that.
of those mercy races or it's that Junkrat tire.
Both
It's
were
one of the,
so good.
What?
Oh, interesting.
What the? All right, let's see what's going down here. Gonna huff some paint. Time to roll.
Oh,
he
that's
pushed
what
him off.
happened.
Oh, okay.
He knocked him off.
He knocks off the solo Zen.
Ah. Yeah, he ends up taking down
Oh.
3 in total with his team there. Oh, that was a pretty good ult.
man.
That denial helps a lot for that team
definitely
cap.
just thought that was such a surprise. I didn't realize that the Zen was getting pushed by. I thought the Zen just straight up and hero ran
Yeah,
off the edge.
He ulted and he's like, oh shit, I forgot I'm going this quickly, and then just walks off the edge. That's what I
Yeah.
thought happened.
Oh,
But yeah,
man.
we'll be taking a quick break, and we'll get into game 2 tonight. Don't touch that dial.